What's up there, Pike?
Hi, friend. How you doing?
What's going on, man? How are you? I always feel like the intro is the most awkward part of the show. I mean, do you agree?
Yeah, it's definitely the most awkward. But it's good to get it out of the way.
Yeah, I know.
That way people can decide immediately that, no, this sucks. And then
yeah.
just,
well, I hope
they don't have to wait till a half hour in to go, I don't like this.
Yeah, I hope they don't decide like that quickly. Cause
no. It gets less awkward, we promise.
Yes, exactly.
You should hear the ending. It's so not awkward.
It's so smooth.
Hilarious.
It's so smooth. Welcome to the show. How's it going? Thank you for being here. If you have listened to the show before, you kind of get the gist. If you haven't listened to the show, Pike and I, we're going to break down some news that matters. We're also going to break down I guess we're calling it the breakdown tentatively, right? So we're going to try to break down something, the great questions of the universe that try to help you navigate this thing called life. So we're going to be doing that. And of course, it's all a comedy show, so it should be a fun time. Definitely subscribe to the show. I was told by someone else on YouTube to say that at the top, so you can just go and click subscribe ASAP. All right. So click subscribe, tell a friend, comment on someone else's comment, and then we'll comment on that one too. So some kind of engagement would be nice because we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers as fast as possible. And we're cruising so far. So there you go. I got the old housekeeping nonsense out of the way. The awkward hello. Pike, you're wearing the same clothes you were yesterday. That was a concern of you.
But it's a pullover, so I don't know if that counts.
Doesn't count. Okay.
All right.
What are you gonna do?
It does have it's got a pizza stain on it, so that matters, I guess. But I don't care.
Still doesn't matter. Still doesn't matter.
The pandemic has beaten me down to where I have 3 shirts. 2 of them have pizza stains, and I just don't care. Like, I've been wearing a hat since March. It's pathetic.
What does your wife think of all this? Is your wife like a person who cares about fashion and cares about what you look like, or is she just like giving up all hope, or what?
Well, normally, yeah, but she's been working from home, so her wardrobe, believe it or not, is like, worse than mine. Don't tell her I said that, but she was wearing pajama pants, and we were about to go to the grocery store, and she's like, are we going to the store? I'm like, yeah, well, I guess you didn't seem like you were ready. And she was so mad because she was. I'm like, that's fine. I don't care that you're wearing pajama pants. So I just assumed that that's not what you would want, but I guess that's where we're at now. So.
Yeah,
So we went to the store,
and she was in pajama pants.
Yes, correct.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you were, let me guess, in a polo with a hat on. I assume.
You got it.
Nice, dude. I don't even try going to the store anymore. I just order to like go. You know what I mean? I like order offline.
The groceries?
And pick it up. Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, nice.
You haven't done that?
No, I haven't.
Oh, only way to go.
It would be nice to not have to deal with a bunch of dumbasses.
Dude, the grocery store is one of the worst places in the world.
For real.
I mean,
especially now.
Yes. Nobody wants to be there. The only reason why you're there is to sustain life. You know what I mean? It's like the place you have to go to.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, you're right. You have to deal with these complete a-holes all the time and about everything. And then you're searching around. Then they don't have the product. You don't have to no, dude. You just click online. Call them when you roll up. And you're like, hey, I'm outside. They come out. Boom. I throw a $5 tip down. I'm like, that was worth it. You know what I mean? That $5 tip.
Sweet.
Saved me misery and hours of my day. It's killer.
Then you got to make a list, though. That's the one thing I don't do is I just walk in, and it's probably my fault because have no plan at all. I'm just circling the store, seeing what looks good. It's pathetic.
You don't make a list?
No.
Oh my God.
I just get like the same shit every time.
Then,
really lame.
Then your pickup order would be the easiest thing in the world. You just make the one list at one time. You just click reorder.
Okay, all right.
And then boom, and then it's just coming in, dude.
See, this is that father advice I was talking about.
Father advice.
This is good stuff. This is stuff I need to know.
Jesus Christ. All right, well, let's get to the real news that matters, and it ain't grocery shopping. Did you hear about what happened outside of Houston? This is actually kind of crazy. A kid died. I was like, oh, no. Yeah, a young kid died because he drank tap water.
What?
Yeah, dude. I was like, is this like a Flint, Michigan type thing? Is this like lead poisoning or, something along those lines or something? But, dude, there is an amoeba, a parasite in the water outside Houston that eats your brain.
Oh, Jesus.
It's in the water. This
is my worst nightmare. I've heard of this shit. These amoebas, like, people go swimming in the ocean or something, and it just, like, their limbs fall off. Like, they got to, because it attacks, like, everything in your brain. So they got to amputate your legs.
Hold on a minute.
You
your
die.
limbs don't just fall off. It's not like
they don't fall off.
You're swimming in the ocean, and then all of a sudden, you're like, I can't. You're just doing a circle because all of a sudden your one arm fell off.
Just one's down.
Yeah. No. What happened?
I explained that bad.
Yeah.
The doctors take it off.
Okay.
But it's like the worst death. You hear like, all right, well, he's down to one leg left, and we're still hoping. And then you lose that leg, and then you die. It's just the worst.
Yeah, that's awful. That's awful.
This kid, though, I feel real bad.
I feel horrible for the kid. And now the city of, I don't know, it's a suburb of Houston, but it's a separate city. They were like, hey, we got to bleed the city water tap for 60 days. We got to just flush all this water out for 60 days, dude, to get this parasite out, this potential, hazardous amoeba.
It's not potentially. It is.
Yeah, I know. It's a good point.
I would never. They could flush the shit out of it, and I would never ever still do it though.
You would never drink the water again?
No. Well, I would drink water, but like from the store or whatever.
Yeah.
And I know people who do that already, and I'm like, oh, you guys are hoity-toity douchebags. But now it's like, fuck. Rethinking that.
Yeah. I understand, but what are you going to do, though? Here's what I don't understand. I never understood when you take a shower, because, they're always like, don't drink the water in Mexico and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, I've been to South America, and in the South America water is all like that. You know what I mean? Don't drink the water, essentially. Drink bottled water, what you're saying. But I'm in the shower, and I'm, like, washing my face and my hair, and, like, water will go down in my mouth. And then what do you do?
I know.
You know what I mean?
You got to do like sponge baths. You got to get your wife to sponge bath you.
How do you, what if it goes up your nose? That's like the same thing.
Right. Or seeps into your ass or something. I don't, like, what are the...
You're telling me an amoeba can't go up the butthole? I mean, come on. It
seems easier, almost. Because, some of these kids, I don't know if you've ever tried this, but they'll like, I heard anyway.
Hold on a second. We're going down a weird path here. I'm talking about buttholes, and you're like some of these kids.
I'm talking about, okay, no, it's not that weird, but it is butthole related. To get drunk, they'll soak a tampon in vodka and put it in their ass. Yeah. Have you heard of this?
Yeah. I've heard of butt chugging and stuff. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I'm just giving credibility to the virus going up the ass thing.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. It's like, dude, how tight is your beehole? Because is it watertight?
It's not watertight. I guarantee that. Or is it? Because you think then maybe after you go swimming, you'd be like leaking water out of your ass, and I don't remember that ever happening.
What happened to Timmy? Oh, he sank. He was in the pool too long.
He filled up with water.
I mean, your butthole's got to be watertight. It's got to be watertight, or else you'd be leaking diarrhea and everything, right? But is it?
That's true, yeah. No, I think it is. I think you're right.
But dude, that's amazing. It can go down. It can clench into watertight. Like, I'm proud of my butthole right now.
This is a good analysis of the human anus.
Yes.
We've done here. Yeah.
Yes. Because I understand your lips, how that can be watertight, And they're both sphincters, your throat and your butt. They're both sphincters. But you can't, like, clench your throat closed.
No.
What?
Why is it a sphincter? Isn't a sphincter just your ass?
No, your throat is a sphincter as well.
I didn't know there was two.
Yeah, I know. You have multiple sphincters.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Well,
so I don't know if I would shower. I guess I would shower in Dallas now. I was kind of worried about it.
I would draw the line at sponge bath with an airtight anus, assuming.
Okay, so how would you test the airtight anus? Would you just run water over it and see if bubbles? It's like a flat
take
tire.
A bottle of water and like squeeze, just wring it out into my ass, and just kind of test it out that way.
Have you ever tried to see if there's a hole in your bike tire by putting like soapy water in a bucket?
Yeah. I'd have my wife put her ear up to it, just listening for any leaks.
Hey, honey, come here. I want to see if I'm leaking. That's hilarious, dude. That's so funny. Well, there you go. So don't drink the water outside Dallas, I guess is the key to this whole thing.
All right, so you've heard about this coronavirus going around?
I heard a couple people mention it. Yeah.
Well, there's an airport in Finland where I guess they've got dogs that are actually doing the COVID tests. Like
dogs.
Just simply by smelling you, they can detect if you have the virus or not.
Really?
Yeah, man. And I've heard of dogs doing like cancer screenings. Like they can, for whatever reason, just smell diseases. And they've said that at this airport, you just walk by, they just sniff you, and it's more effective than actual COVID tests.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
That's amazing.
Dude, dogs are nuts.
Dogs are impressive. My son is here. He's entered the room. Thanks, bud.
Hey, bud.
Say hi. Hi. Okay, I'm gonna get back to the show. Okay. Where's mom? Go find mommy. Go. Go.
What's mommy doing?
Can you shut the door, please? Thanks, buddy. Thank you. There he goes. That's amazing. I wonder what Corona smells like to the dogs.
I don't know.
Is it like salt and lime? That would be hilarious.
Well, how do they differentiate it between like STDs or just the whatever?
STDs? You mean like other viruses?
But just like the smell, like wouldn't they just get a huge aroma of whatever disease you've got?
So
I don't know.
So all right, that's a good point because if they could smell Corona, then they got to be smelling other viruses as well.
And how embarrassing for the dog to be like revealing your medical history.
Exactly.
Just based on how they're barking.
Yeah, exactly. Well, what do you got? What do you got?
What do I have?
No, I'm asking like the patient who the dog just smelled. You got coronavirus? And you're like, no. Just got a herpes flare. It's
herpes. Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. Oh, my bad. Yeah, no, continue. Yeah. Thanks.
Oh, it's just herpes. This guy's good. Move him through. Move through the herpes, dude.
Yeah. He's fine. His genitals are aflame right now, but everything else is fine, okay?
Dude, one time I went through the airport and I took a backpack that I hadn't looked in a long time, apparently. Yeah. And they pulled out, like the TSA pulls out this giant bottle of Lube. I don't even like remember having it, but it was in my backpack. So they pull it out and they're waving it around. They're like, "You can't have this. This is too many ounces." I'm like, "Put it down, God." Like and it was with my girlfriend, who's now my wife. And we hadn't been even together that long, so she knows that I had never purchased a huge bottle of lube. So it's from the past. Like my friends are with. It was so freaking embarrassing. The guy's holding it up and he's directing like the planes coming in. "You can't have this, man."
That is so funny, dude. That is so funny. Just like, really? You need a 2-liter bottle of lube? What is going on here?
He's like, do you have 2 smaller bottles you can put it in? No, just throw the fucking lube away, okay? I'll get another one.
Oh, no, he's keeping that lube, bro.
Oh yeah.
gross.
Okay, puts it in his back pocket.
Yeah. All right, mine no. I had an incident at an airport. It has nothing to do, but the lube reminded me. I've seen a couple famous people at an airport. Have you ever met a famous person at an airport?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I went to LA. I was in LAX once, and you live in Vegas, so I'm sure that's probably a popular spot at the airport.
I've never seen a famous person at the airport here.
Oh, really?
No.
I feel like you're a lot more likely there, but who'd you see?
Well, who'd you see in LA?
Nobody. I was just like, had my eyes peeled. I thought it was like automatic that you would see a famous person, but turns out no.
I saw Joan Rivers at LAX.
Oh.
That was my one famous person. In Cleveland, I was in line. The person in front of me was Patrick Carney from the Black Keys.
Oh, shit.
Like
cool.
the person directly in front of me. And I was like, holy shit. I didn't say anything. It was the one time I never said anything. I got kind of like cold, starstruck. I was like, oh, this is like the one I care about. I think he's super cool.
Well, he is cool. And that's like the perfect guy to see because while they are famous, there's probably not a ton of people that would just recognize him.
True.
Like, unless you're a big fan.
Yeah. I'm a huge Black Keys fan. And I knew they were like on their way to, this was at Christmas time. And after Christmas, they're going to do an Australian run, a tour. And he had his passport out. And he must have been, he must have went home to Akron for Christmas. And he was flying out. And and I was flying back to Fargo is when I saw him. That must have been 2009 or something. So that, and then here's the one I also saw at Cleveland Airport. Shit, I can't remember his name. Oh, Ron Jeremy. There it is.
Oh, no way.
That's what the lube reminded me of. I was like, oh, yeah. Ron
he uses lube for sure.
Dude, and he was with this porn star that, I mean, people be like, how do you know it's a porn star? And I'm like, it's kind of obvious.
Dude, you can smell him. You ever met one? Like they would come into the radio station, and it's just they've got a smell. I don't know what it is. And it's not even a bad smell. It's
it's like lotion.
Clearly they're a porn star. Yeah.
Yeah. So she tried. Dude, he was the person behind me, which is always a dangerous position to be in with Ron Jeremy. But he was behind me, and he was with this lady, this obvious porn star, and I was so hungover. It was my bachelor party the night before, and I was flying back, and I was like, I had like no sleep, and it was like a 5:30 a.m. flight. It was like one of these things. It was just awful. And then she had a giant bottle of like shampoo, like a Costco-sized bottle of shampoo in her thing, and he was pissed. He was like, what are you doing? Bring it on! Like yelling at her, making a huge scene. And the TSA is like, it's okay, you just can't bring it on. He's like, I told her don't bring it. What are you doing? He's like yelling at the thing. I was like, oh my God. And then I got a picture, and he was cool about it. So, but now apparently he's an asshole. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been accused of some stuff.
Yeah. Which now I'm like, all right, well, there goes that celebrity photo.
Shit.
Yeah. Way to ruin it,
dick,
Ron Jeremy. Yeah. But yeah, it was like, dude, you should see I had like the fat head because I was drinking for like the last 2 days. You know what I mean? Like just nonstop. My face was like bloated and swollen. It was 5:30.
Dude, he's got like the fattest head though, so I think you're good. Like, I'm not even talking about his dick. Like his head is just, he just looks unhealthy.
Yeah, he really does. He is pretty bad. He's pretty brutal. So here we go. This is my other story. Don't drink the water in Dallas, and then also, I don't think you want to be rescued by a paramedic in the UK. Like, these are the two things I would avoid, because the UK, they're testing this out. And tell me if you think this is going to be a good idea. They're testing out rescue with a jetpack. Would you want to be rescued by a guy with a jetpack?
Kind of. I'm interested. Tell me more. Like instead of an ambulance, they actually take you with the jetpack?
No, they're not taking you anywhere. You don't get to ride with the jetpack guy.
Oh, I thought it was like a tandem jetpack
situation. Well, maybe that'll be that in the future. But as of now, what all you're doing is laying there and waiting. But let's say you get hurt on a mountain. That's what they're talking about. This is like a mountain rescue.
Oh, okay.
So you get hurt on the mountain, and normally it would take like a half hour or hours to get to you. Okay, or you got to get a helicopter and they drop this thing down. This guy who invented this jetpack, and he owns a jetpack company, he's like, you can use it to rescue people. So he's like trying to find ways. It's almost like Dyson, how they invented the vacuum cleaner that's apparently really powerful, and then now they're like, hair dryers, fans. You want to dry your hands in the bathroom. What else? What else blows air? You know what I mean? They're just trying to use it for whatever else they can. And I'm like, guys, this is all. So this jetpack guy is trying to force this thing in there. He said you could get to the person, who needs rescuing in minutes rather than like a half hour. So you could just cruise up the mountain, land, and then like defibrillate them or give them CPR or give them medicine, pain-killing medicine, and do the whole thing. But I'm like, dude, It's a fucking jetpack. You're going to be the one who needs rescuing. Like, there's no doubt in my mind something's going to go wrong. Sonny Bono died from hitting a tree on skis. You're going to be on a jetpack. It's going to explode. You're going to cause an avalanche. This whole thing is a bad fucking idea, dude.
Imagine you're just waiting, like you're having a heart attack, and you see a jetpack coming in.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, thank God. And he just fucking drills a tree or something.
Yeah, exactly.
No. I don't know, man.
Plus, the jetpack, I was looking, dude, they have... Okay, so essentially what he has as a jetpack is, it's not like a thing on his back. It's on his legs, and it's on his arms. And they're like mini jet turbines around each of his arms and his legs. You know what I mean? So he's going
You're kind of describing Iron Man, right?
Yeah. And he's kind of like, as he's floating up to you. No way, dude. You're going to get third-degree burns because those jet engines are going to touch the side of your leg as he's trying to wrap up a broken ankle or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
No, dude.
Nah.
Sounds awful. What do you think? I mean, are you in on it?
I was in on it because the way you described it, like, yeah, shit, what if you are on a mountain? Or what if you are, there's traffic? But then you said helicopter. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's what those are for. So I think we already had that figured out.
Okay, good.
I think we stick with the helicopters.
Yeah, I think we got it. Helicopter kind of works.
I mean, good for the dude. Like, that's great. You got a jetpack figured out because that's cool. But
good luck, bro.
All right. You know who Dr. Phil is?
Yeah.
You got Dr. Phil impression.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody's got a Dr. Phil impression.
He's a piece of shit. Yeah, I got a Dr. Phil impression. It's
let's hear it.
Sometimes you gotta let the cow out of the barn.
That's pretty good.
Was that good?
What? Yeah, he's mad at his TikTok. He's on TikTok, first of all, because he wants his followers to stop calling him daddy. Because apparently that's something they've been doing.
They call him daddy?
Yeah, they're just like trolling him. I feel like this whole TikTok generation, they just got together and they're like, let's just fuck with Dr. Phil. Let's just call him daddy. So he finally addressed it. He said, I hate to break it to you, but I ain't your daddy. Your real daddy's probably getting his feelings hurt. And then you read the comments, and it's freaking hilarious. Like, I just love it. They're, sorry, daddy. This one, I never snitch on daddy.
Oh, God. Whole thing is weird.
Comment.
I don't like anyone who calls anyone daddy over the age of, 5. You know what I mean?
Like in a sexual way?
Oh, dude. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah. I don't know. I joke around, like I'll call myself daddy or dad or whatever.
Yeah.
Like in a joking way, but I just couldn't imagine if we were in public and my wife's like, "What do you think, daddy?" I don't think I like it. No,
I don't like it. In fact, it's like, hey, how about we keep your daddy issues a secret like everyone else? You don't air that shit out.
No.
Have some dignity. Good Lord. I don't even understand TikTok. Are you on TikTok?
I have it. I don't use it.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I've seen some funny shit. Like it's exactly like Vine, if you remember that from 10 years ago or 8 years ago.
Yeah, I remember
So
Vine.
I mean, it's all the same shit. And yeah, it's funny, but I don't know. There's too much other shit going on. Like if I'm scrolling Twitter, Facebook, and then it's like to open up a whole new app. It's a lot.
What a heavy lift. Oh my God. How can a man keep it all controlled?
I'm telling you.
I think
you have it.
No, I don't. And I think they named it TikTok just to remind me how old I am. Because I don't understand it at all. Like I don't get it.
You don't get the name?
I don't understand the appeal of it. You know what I mean? I don't know. And I'm just, here's the thing. My brother's always like, you got to get on these early. You got to get on these early. You got to get on there and you got to crush it. And he's right. I'm not denying it. Of course, he's correct. But at the same time, dude, I wait for him to die. I'm like, is this one going to last or is this one going to die? Because I'm not investing time into this and trying to put content out and try to think of some shit on 7 different platforms just to have it die. Like Vine.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? People are like, this is my career. I got millions of followers. And they're like, yeah, we're out of business. Sorry, we got to go. You know what I mean? And you're like, shit.
Yeah.
That was my whole following. It's on Vine.
Dude, my friend's kid, they live in like a small town, and I guess the kid down the street's making like $1,000 a week doing
What?
Vine, or not Vine shit, TikTok. Yeah, I don't know what he's even doing. I'm like, what does he do? I don't know. He's posting videos. Like,
Yeah, nobody gets it.
No.
Nobody gets it.
He's like 12, so that's something we can't offer.
Yeah. I knew a guy whose girlfriend had a kid. So I know a guy whose girlfriend had a kid. Her kid had over 1 million followers on Instagram.
Jesus.
Yeah. And I was like, what? How old is she? And she's like, 7. I'm like, what the fuck? What is going on here? I don't understand. What is she doing? Oh, she posts pictures of sunsets. I'm like,
7-year-old? What?
God damn it.
Holy shit.
And then you start thinking, you're like, am I worthless? Am I a piece of shit? And then I think, oh, wait a minute. I'm a grown man. Why do I give a fuck, right? I mean,
Right.
And then you think, oh, man, I really feel bad for the young generation who put their self-worth, and they gauge it by how many likes and followers they have. And it's like, dude, that's not it. You know what I mean? Because I can tell you right now, that 7-year-old is a piece of shit. You know what I mean? She's got 1 million followers. She's a horrible, wretched person.
Is she really?
Yeah. I've met her. The
Damn
spoiled
good
little,
sunsets.
great sunset picture
Yeah,
taker.
she knows a sunset when she sees
Right,
one,
but just-
other than that, sucks.
Dude, I mean, look, let me just say, she'll have a nice picture of a sunset from a prison window one day.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Damn.
She's on a bad path. Let me just say that. You know,
Okay.
statistically, some people go to prison, Pike, and sometimes you could just guess early who it is.
I love you just calling your shot with a 7-year-old.
All right, that's it for the show. Thank you so much. If you could, subscribe below if you enjoyed, and give us a thumbs up and a rating on whatever platform you're watching this or listening to this on. I really do appreciate it. He's at Pike Taylor Radio. I'm at Sparks Radio, and we'll see you tomorrow.